Your vacuum has no suction, so right now I'm going to be specifically talking about the Bissell CleanView Compact, but honestly this will work for a lot of different vacuums. So you've turned it on, it's working, but you've got no suction. There's two problems that we're going to talk about. These are the most common reasons why you're not getting suction. Now they're both clogs. So the first thing you want to do is remove your canister and empty it out, and then take it apart, and this little basket here inside, this little clear basket inside, this is really important to airflow and suction. So you want to open the bottom, reach in there, twist it off, it's just a little quarter turn, and pull it out. And then you might notice that there's a lot of hair, dirt, dust, and debris inside of it, and also around this little filter in here. So if you can see that, there's some hair up there. So what you want to do is get in there. You can do this with your hand, a brush, you can wear a glove, whatever you want to do, and you want to get that gunk off of there, and you want that to be clean, clear, and unobstructed. Now you can also take off the top here and get into the filter on top. So you see this filter right here, see how nasty that is? Now this is washable. So what you're going to do is just pick all of this stuff off, rinse it off, let it dry completely, and then you can put it back in here, and that's going to help as well. Now you might have another clog, and that is within the hose. And this is really common with vacuums. It just happens, right? So the easiest way that I found is to take off your cord here, and this will get you easy access to your hoses. So this here just unplugs. You just pull that off because this is part of your hose attachment. Now the red piece here is connected with just a little bit of a turn. So you can see here, there's a red button or a knob, a plastic piece. So you're just gonna twist this. It's about a quarter turn, not even a quarter turn. It's just a little twist here. And it unlocks, and now you can pull it out. So you kind of just have to wiggle it out. And at this point, you're going to look here in this little horseshoe shape here, or this little L shape here. Anytime there's a turn or a bend, that's usually where everything gets clogged. So check in there. I'm not seeing anything in here. And then in the hose itself, we're gonna look in the hose and see if we can see anything. So the best thing that I found to do is you can pinch the hose together. You see how short it is? It's not a really long hose. So pinch it together, and then you wanna look down, and you should be able to see all the way through the hose, but there's obviously something in there. So we're just going to have to try to fish around in there and get it out. So in this case, I'm lucky enough that it's kind of here at the end of the hose, but it looks like there's a clog deeper in. So a couple things you can do. You can shake, and sometimes that's enough to loosen it up, or you're gonna have to get a stick or something that you can poke in there to go ahead and remove what's in there, and it's usually hair. This is what I'm going to be using today. It's just the end of a mop handle. You could use a broomstick, you could just use a stick, go outside and find a stick, any kind of straight cylinder that you could just fit in there, and then you're just going to slide it through there, push. I'm getting some resistance there. It's actually better if I go in from the other side because it's closer to that side. And now I'm just going to push until it pops out there, and look at that. So yeah, we've got, whoo, that was a big chunk there. So we've got a lot of clog in there. So now we should be able to see through it. Kind of hard to get the angle on the camera right, but there we go. See, you can see right through it. So our obstruction is out of the way, and this was what was inside of there causing the clog or causing it to not have suction anymore. So it, is very common with vacuums, especially this one. It's a little bit smaller, so the hoses are smaller and things like that. So this one has a tendency to get clogged, but it really just depends on your situation, the different types of hair you have, the animals you have, what you're vacuuming up, and things like that. Another final thing is that these are plastic hoses, so you can rinse them out. So I just rinse them out. Oh, I'd probably do this not as often as I should, maybe once a year, but you can rinse them out, just set them outside maybe afterwards, or just hang them up to dry. And this is actually gonna help your canister vacuums smell a lot better. The one thing, the downside with canister vacuums is that all this dirt, hair, and dust kind of gets stuck within the hoses and also within the canister. So it can tend to smell more than some of your bagged vacuums, and that's just in my personal experience. But one thing you can do to help with that is rinse everything out. So all the plastic pieces you can rinse out. You could even use a little bit of Dawn dish soap if you wanted to, if things are really gross. And then you could also use some pipe cleaners and things like that if you have some crud that's really stuck on there. One thing I would recommend though is that you just want to make sure to rinse everything completely and get all that soap out of there before putting everything back together. And then of course you do want to let everything completely dry. Hopefully that was helpful. If you want a complete tutorial on this specific vacuum, go ahead and check that video out next. If you like DIY around the house and other kind of cleaning products, feel free to like and subscribe. My name is Drew. I'll see you in the next one.